Well, the camera's rolling. You coming?
Sorry, babe. Took me a few extra minutes to get ready.
Oh, thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. You're beautiful.
I love the glow.
So you're wearing your tux. Was I supposed to wear my wedding dress? Or?
No, you didn't have to wear your wedding dress. I would have told you.
Yeah.
No, I just want to get my money's worth out of this monkey suit that I bought. You know, so on any occasion I can wear it. And I wanted to show something. After all these years, I finally found out what the hell a cummerbund is for.
Oh. Oh, you found the pants. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing the pants. You know, and this is
Okay, so that covers up if you can't button the
yeah,
pants.
you can't button your pants. You know, you eat too much. You cannot. You know, the cummerbund. You have to unsnap your pants. So, you know.
I'm sure that happens at events that people wear tuxes at a lot.
Yeah, well, 10 years, I've gained 10 pounds. I guess all of us right here. Hi, so today we're going to talk about, today's our 24th wedding anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for all the people that said it would last 3 weeks, and kind of have a thing about this one episode of Dr. Phil where he went off on a couple trying to convince them they shouldn't get married. And I just think it's totally inappropriate for anybody to tell anybody what they should do with their love life.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's abuse going on or something like that,
Yeah.
well, then that's a different story. But just because of age gap, I will always fight for the right for anybody that's of age
Right.
to marry and date whoever they choose, you know. And so some of the interesting, and we'll put the link to this, things that he said about it is if you have a 20 plus year age gap, you have a 95% chance of failure. And I'm not sure what he defines failure as, but
Well, we're celebrating our 24-year wedding anniversary, and we have a 24-year age gap.
right, 20 in the year 24. Oh, it's only 2024. Well,
It makes it easy to remember how many years we've been married when we got married in the year 2000.
yeah, with the 00 on the end, that makes it easier for me. And then one of the other things he said, well, there's a 70% chance of getting divorced if you're third marriage, if either one of you's on a third marriage, or the third marriage for me. But the other statistic that really shows that it's nothing but BS, as they said, there was a 178% chance of failure if you have a 30 plus year age gap. How's that even possible? How is it possible for anything to have more than 100% chance of failure?
That's just stupid to
Yeah.
come up with statistics like that. Yeah.
And the other thing, he did age-enhanced photos. Now, you don't have to do age-enhanced photos. You've lived it.
Yeah, we have age-enhanced photos. Well, we have photos we can go back, 20 plus years since we were first together.
Well, and and I think too, I mean, if you just do it and you age somebody 30 years or 25 years instantly, it might be a little bit of a shock. But even if you had that, it wouldn't have changed your mind.
No, and a couple things. It's very gradual. So, like you said, it's a shock to see an age-enhanced photo of 20 years in the future. But when you're with somebody, it happens gradually. But, your love is so strong. If you've been together 20 plus years, you have that bond. But, I mean, I'm still attracted to you. It's just the same as I was when I was first with you.
Right.
And it's more than looks, too. Love is more than looks,
You stole my line. That's what I was going to say. Attraction's more than just looks. So, there's a multifaceted, and that's even when you first meet a person, it goes well beyond looks, though looks is the first thing.
Yeah.
It helps, and...
Well, I think for us, like, our love is not selfish. We do everything we can for each other to make each other happy, and that really helps our relationship. And the other thing I would say too is communication. I'm not one that likes to talk a lot, like about deep things, but you kind of taught me once we talk things through, I feel better. So now I've kind of learned, like, just tell you how I'm feeling. And that's the one bit of advice I can give any couples that are having a hard time in their marriage or relationship. You've got to communicate. You'll feel better after you talk.
And on that note, where you said, having a hard time talking and stuff like that, the
Hmm.
next thing I want to talk about is we joined a group for introverts, loners, homebodies
Hmm.
on Facebook. And we quickly learned that we are living the life. This is the life they all want. And I'm not an introvert, obviously. Having lost my hearing has kind of made me more introverted because I can't go out and socialize. After a
Right.
while, you get sick of saying, and people get sick of hearing what, and repeating themselves constantly. But it's a very simple lifestyle.
Hmm.
And we're going to do a series on it and the simple introverted homebody lifestyle. And boy, we understand these people because they're getting a lot of flack about not socializing. And it's no different than the age gap. You don't understand it. Keep your mouth shut, mind your own business. If somebody's happy staying at home, not socializing much,
Yeah.
and
If that's not what they want to do, then
no.
don't force them. People know what will make them happy. You don't if they're not like you, or you think it's not healthy or whatever. But that's not going to make somebody who doesn't want to socialize happy. If you make them go, it's going to make them miserable. So.
Well, and we kind of discovered the definition for loner. And
Hmm.
people think, well, alone is somebody that's alone a lot. No, that's not true.
No.
Alone is a person that's comfortable being alone.
Yeah.
They're not lonely a lot. They might get lonely occasionally or they might get bored occasionally, but they're not constantly, you know, feeling the pain of loneliness. If you feel the pain of loneliness when you're alone, well, then you're not a loner,
Yeah.
And this is the caveat or the cream on the pie kind of thing for us is we're a loner plus one,
Hmm.
and that's what people want so badly is they like being at home, they like being um, isolated, not socializing, but it really works well when you have that plus one, and that plus one is not toxic. The relationship is good because you're going to
Hmm.
spend a lot of time together,
Yeah.
and we were kind of amazed when we got this house, and I say it's the house that God gave us. Well, He didn't give it to us, but He made it happen.
Yeah.
And it's more house than we need. It was the most expensive house we looked at, the most expensive house we bid on, and it was the only one to go through. Well, God knew we were going to be spending 95% of our time
Yeah.
inside these walls, so you should do
Yeah.
it in a nice house, and He provided that it went through, and we're doing good. And I look at a lot of people today, and we were talking about this, and I don't want to get too far off track, but we're going to cover more of that when we do the series.
Hmm.
How much is your house paying you? People who maybe are complaining about the high cost of rent and why everybody's so eager to buy a house. Well, this house pays us $650 a month. Yeah, we don't pay rent; it pays us. The house is appreciated $180 some thousand dollars, and when you take off what it would cost to sell it, it's appreciated about $1,000 a month since we own it, and our rental cost is $350 a month, which is interest, taxes, and insurance. So I don't count principal because that's not an expense part of it. That's just paying back
Hmm.
principal. So, it's really a good idea. You can get a house, press hard, save hard. It'll be rewarding
Hmm.
to own your own house. And I'm really glad that they're going to help first time buyers get their house because now it's really difficult
I
with the
know.
housing shortage and stuff, and prices are really high. So
Yeah.
interest rates are coming down, which is a good thing. It's a good be a good thing for us. Um, but yeah, it's been a wonderful 24 years. I never imagined a relationship like this. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little series on the simple life. We'll talk about, the Canadian lifestyle, which really
That's
isn't
true. Yeah.
Canadian lifestyle, but we went to visit Canada and they're all retired. So it's more a retired lifestyle. But
Right.
Tammy's like, I could do this for the rest
I
of my
wanted to move
life.
there to have
Yeah, move
that
there.
type of lifestyle, but we didn't need to.
They wouldn't let us in. As soon as we left the country, they put up a fence.
Oh boy.
So, but and some other things along those lines. And okay, so probably enough for today, huh?
Yep, I think so. Yeah.
Take care. Thanks for watching.
God bless. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.